We're headed into late October, and the athletes of North Andover have their costumes on, and they are traveling to and fro. The question is, do they have enough tricks to take home the treats? We'll assess the situation next on this fun-sized edition of Scarlet Knights SportScene. Hello everyone, and welcome to Scarlet Knights SportScene, the program that brings you highlights, scores, and more, and all of it pertaining to the North Andover Scarlet Knights. This is the time of year where your thoughts turn to ghosts, ghouls, and goblins, but for now, we'll turn our attention to goals, greens, and gridirons. Coming up on this episode, we'll show you highlights from varsity field hockey and football. We'll also talk to the head coach of the golf team and some standout members of the girls varsity swim team. But first, let's get to the big game. One of the biggest stories in North Andover sports this fall is that of the varsity boys soccer team. The story here is that they went undefeated through their first 12 games and did so without allowing a single goal. They took that streak onto the field against Lowell on Monday afternoon as they faced the Red Raiders at Walsh Stadium. CAM Sports volunteer Michael Bono was there to record the action.
Today, the North Andover boys varsity team hosts the Red Raiders of Lowell High School. Lowell brings it up, and there's a pass in the middle. He's got it now. He cannot advance it, though, as the North Andover defense stands up stout and does a really nice job getting that ball back, and that's a beautiful kick. Who's going to get there first? Let's see. It's going to be, looks like Lowell, the goalkeeper. Oh, he kicked it. I think he whiffed on it, and, oh, boy. Oh, what is that? There was an error on the kick out from the goalkeeper. The North Andover forward just came rushing in and then get tangled up with the feet of the goalkeeper. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty kick. So here we go, North Andover with another chance to score. Everyone getting set up. Here we go. Kick goes in, and it's a goal! And I believe it was James Boyle, number 5. At the half, the score stands the North Andover Scarlet Knights 1 and the Lowell Red Raiders nothing. And headed ahead. North Andover's got it. Once again, North Andover pressing in the Lowell side of the ground here. Oh! And the kick goes in, and that's a goal! That is a goal for the Scarlet Knights. They have doubled their lead. Pass went right in. They had the play coming on the far side. Got it to their guy. I hear a way to go Mike from the crowd, so looking through the roster here, I see Michael Hardy, number 8. So it gets brought back in now, kicked in toward the goal, and oh, nice job there, pulling it out of the air by the Scarlet Knights goalkeeper. And Lowe to kick it out, but it's kept in. Nice job there, and it's kicked out to the side, and sidesteps, kicks it right into its goal. He bends it right in, but the goaltender's able to grab it with both hands. And just a small pass along the ground, and then he kicks it in toward the net, right into the waiting gut of the North Andover goalkeeper. He did not have to move a muscle. That was right on him. Bono who tried to get it there. And the kick goes in toward the goals, and he kicks it in. Oh! Oh! Off the woodwork! That went off the post and came out. And that kick goes in. It's bending. And, oh, one of the Scarlet Knights trying to get there. He gets a boot to it. It's kicked and it's in. It is a goal! The third goal of the afternoon for the North Andover Scarlet Knights. Nice job there working on it. And I believe that was Caleb Ginsberg, number 30, who got that final boot to it. And he just kicks it out to the far end where he's got a teammate standing by. They're going to kick it in toward the goals now. And once again, it is stopped. Tyler Bussell, the goalkeeper for the Scarlet Knights, with another big stop. And that's it. That is full time. Final score here from Walsh Stadium on this Monday afternoon. The North Andover Scarlet Knights 3 and the Lowell Red Raider 0.
The Knights will wrap up their regular season with matches against Chelmsford, Somerville, Central Catholic, and Andover. Judging from their success so far, they would look to be one of the top seed in the MIAA's Division II North. Well, it's been a fortnight since we last checked in with you, and with fall sports heading into the latter part of the season, There's always constant action with North Andover High School athletics. Let's get you caught up in the latest installment of the Scarlet Knights scoreboard. The North Andover varsity field hockey team has hit a bit of a rough patch in the middle of the season, managing just 1 win and 3 ties in their last 8 games. But with all the talent on this team, you just knew the Scarlet Knights were going to come back with a big flurry at some point. That point was Monday, October 7th. The unfortunate opponent was the Drake Middies, and this is the Rapid Recap.
Hey, welcome to the upper field here at North Andover High School, where the Lady Knights are taking on the Drake Middies. Number 2 takes it in for North Andover to Lexi Rivet. Lexi Rivet passes it over to Emma Gordon. Emma Gordon takes a shot. Summers in there. Oh, kick save by the goalie, Drake it. Caitlin Panos pushes it back in and scores. Nice backhanded shot by Caitlin Panos. And the North Andover Scarlet Knights are on the board. Oh, Emma Gordon pushes it into the 16. It's moving around. Lexi Rivet puts it back in. Molly Wills is in there. Kick save by the goalie and a shot. All right, it's a goal by North Andover. That was Anna Bono, number 2. She's taking it in she's in the 16 now. Passes it in the middle. The ball's moving around. Drake is trying to get it out. North Andover is keeping it in. Molly Wilson puts it in the middle, and it goes in. And Emma Gordon has a number 7 now. She's taking it into the 16. Takes a shot. Goalie saves it, and then it goes in. It's number 2, Anna Bono. So the first half is ended here. We have North Andover 4, Drake at 0. No one can get a stick on it. Goalie's in there, trying to kick it out, and it goes in. And it looks like that was number 11, Molly Willis for North Andover. Caitlin Panos takes it in, puts it in the middle. Molly Willis turns and shoots. Oh, off the defender, pushes it back in the middle. Oh, it looks like Kayla Regan put that right in. So that was a goal from North Andover. Attempts to pass it to Emma Gordon. Emma Gordon actually gets it, puts it into the middle. Oh, she shoots and she scores. Nice shot, Emma Gordon. So Lexi Rivet takes it in. Back to Emma Gordon. Emma Gordon pushes it in. Molly Willis turns and she scores. Nice shot. And this is the end of the game. So the North Andover Scarlet Knights beat the Drake Middies 8-0.
The game footage you just watched was recorded by a family member of one of North Andover's many student athletes. If you would like to see more local sports on NorthAndoverCAM, why not become a member? We've got the equipment and the knowledge to help you record sporting events for use on NorthAndoverCAM, as well as personal highlight clips and college submission compilations. Want to know more? Come to our studio at 70 Main Street, Suite 202, and learn how you can get in the game. Volunteer today and be a part of CAM Sports.
Since that big win, the Knights tangled with the Falcons of Danvers High School, a game that resulted in a 3-3 tie for the Scarlet Knights. Their record now stands at 4 wins, 4 losses, and 4 ties. Another success story coming from the North Andover Athletic Department is that of the golf team. Coach Nick Antonelli's Scarlet Knights squad brought a 10-4 record into their final regular season match against Lowell. With a win in that match, the Knights look to have a good shot to be the second seed in the upcoming MVC Championship, just behind Andover. We headed out to the North Andover Country Club to check out the match between the Scarlet Knights and the Red Raiders. Coach Antonelli carted us around the tees, fairways, and greens and shared his thoughts on this edition of Ask the Coach.
It's a beautiful sunny day here at North Andover Country Club. Not too warm, not too cool. A beautiful day for a round of golf. And an even better day for head coach Nick Antonelli and the Scarlet Knights golf team to finish out their regular season. The coach looked back at this season, his first at the helm here in North Andover.
Season's gone pretty good. The boys did a pretty good job of defending home turf. Lost some close matches, some good matches away to some of the better teams, but overall it was pretty solid. If the guys take care of business today, they'll lock up the number 2 spot. Andover ran away with it. They had a great season, 1 loss, 2 at the most, so we'll finish just behind them. Standout stroke average, James Robbins is clear-cut our best player. Had a low round of 30 here at home, 5 under par. He's had some really good rounds. Adam Hines has had some really good rounds as well in the number 2 spot. And probably our unsung hero, Jack Rowe, at the 5 spots, played really solid as well.
Coach Antonelli, a North Andover native, takes over from retired coach Peter Farley, who led the Knights to a string of league titles. Antonelli is aware of the legacy to which he has to live up.
They've had, obviously it's my first year coaching, but Pete Farley, the coach, he had a couple of really good teams in the last few years. They've had some great showings at the state sectionals. They were back-to-back runner-ups in Division II, and when they moved to Division I, they were actually 3rd or 4th, I believe, in the state overall. So had some good teams in the last few years.
He is proud of this year's Scarlet Knights squad and confident that they can keep up the North Andover tradition in the upcoming MVC tournament. He talked to us about some of the team's highlights and the team's goals moving forward.
Highlight definitely beating Andover here last week. They were rolling into here with an undefeated season going. I believe we were match 13, and we beat them here, which was great. Kids loved it. Obviously, it was our highlight of the year. We have the MVC Championship on Thursday over at Vesper. We're taking our top 3. Our guys have played well there in the past, so hopefully continue to do that. As far as the state sectional go, we've had the advantage of having played Andover there recently, and one of our guys is a member over there. I feel like the boys are pretty familiar. We're going to go play a practice round there tomorrow and have them see the backside.
Even with a successful season, there are always challenges to be faced. The coach tells us about the biggest of these challenges.
Biggest challenges this year, and I think for any golf team, going to win on the road. It's easy to get comfortable at your home course, knowing what clubs you hit in certain conditions, but when you play on the road, you really got to know how far your golf clubs go, and you really have to be able to have a good plan, how to play holes and how to play the golf course, as well as how to play your man and match play. So you go on the road, you're going to play the course, and you're going to play the other guy.
This is Coach Antonelli's first year as head coach of the golf team here in North Andover, but he has already found his experience quite rewarding. Here's what he likes most about the job.
Just being around the kids. I mean, this group is really, really good. I mean, they all get along. They're all golf kids. They love playing golf on the weekend as well. So even when I'm not here with them, they're doing their thing. So they're golf guys. So just to be able to talk the game with them and help them through, becoming better golfers, probably enjoy that the most.
And one of the other things he loves about his job is getting to share his love for the game.
I started playing with my dad. I played baseball and hockey growing up. And my dad played. It was great recreation. I mean, nothing competitive, but started playing with him, his friends, and then it turned into my friends, and was hooked.
The opponent on this day was the Lowell Red Raiders. The two teams took to the links in search of their final victory of the season. And after a whole bunch of drives, chips, and putts, the Scarlet Knights came out on top for the day, defeating Lowell 13-7. Next stop, the MVC Championships. And that is where North Andover is really hoping to tee off on their competition.
Again, The Scarlet Knights won that match, with the final score being North Andover 13, Lowell 7. In our next episode, we'll tell you how they fared in the NBC Championship. The Scarlet Knights varsity football team's defense of their Division II state title has been challenging at best. Any team graduating almost half of its players is bound to have a tough road to navigate, but the Scarlet Knights have managed to play hard and stay competitive despite their 2-3 record. North Andover has spent 4 straight weeks on the road. Let's take a look at some of their recent action on this rapid recap. The Wandering Knights wrapped up their month-long road trip with games against the Tewksbury Redmen and the Chelmsford Lions, with each game ending in a different result. The first of the two, against Tewksbury, did not go in the Knights' favor, as the Redmen cruised to a 34-20 win, highlighted by this 89-yard kickoff return by Redmen Shane Aylward to start the game. For the Knights, quarterback Will Schimler highlighted the Knights' attack, contributing with a pair of touchdowns, one by land and one by air, and 171 total yards. However, Schimler would suffer an ankle injury in that game against the Redmen, leaving the Knights to turn to Peter Radulski against the Chelmsford Lions. Under the Friday night lights, Radulski helped lead the Knights to a 22-20 victory, highlighted by a 45-yard touchdown pass to Matt Chico in the fourth quarter to give the Knights a lead they never lost. With their road trip now a thing of the past, the Knights head back to Joe Walsh Stadium with 2 wins and momentum at the right time of year. And the Knights will be without the services of quarterback Will Schimler as they return to Walsh Stadium on Friday, October 18th to play host to the Drake and Middies. The Knights stay home the following week as they face Bill Ricca for the last game of their regular season. The following weeks are reserved for either state tournament play or random pool play, depending on what the Knights' playoff situations happens to be at that point. Now, before members of the varsity football team played in front of the hundreds of North Andover faithful at Joe Walsh Stadium, they were suiting up at Hay Stadium as freshmen. And while the lights shine brightest on Friday nights, North Andover's freshman football team has shown you don't need flashy lights to find a successful path. The freshman team has compiled a record of 4-1 and is coming off a huge 16-7 win over the Chelmsford Lions. We received footage from Danny McElhenney, the brother of offensive lineman Kevin McElhenney, to put together another edition of the Scarlet Knights SportScene Family Cam. There are a lot of events on the docket for the athletic department. However, there are still concerns about mosquitoes and Triple E, and as a result, more games have been rescheduled. Let's look at the upcoming North Andover games, matches, and meets, courtesy of the Scarlet Knights schedule. Part of being a Scarlet Knight is wearing the red, black, and white when the fans aren't watching. Of course, not literally wearing the uniform 24/7, but embodying the Scarlet Knight mentality on and off the field, court, or in this case, the pool. The girls swim and dive program is off to a 4-4 start, putting up a valiant effort against 5-time defending state champion Andover. It's time to wipe off your goggles and dive right into another edition of Knights in Focus.
The girls of the North Andover varsity swim and dive team have seen a lot of action so far this season. They've split their 8 meets and currently sit at 4-4. Recently, the North Andover girls took on the Andover swim team, Division I champions for 9 of the past 10 years. Though they came up short, losing the meet 99-79, the swimmers remained upbeat and ready for the next challenge. We asked some of the swimmers about going up against Andover.
Even though we didn't win, I think we did amazing today, and I'm really proud of the team. We all put forth our best efforts, and we tried really hard, so I'm really proud of us. It's awesome.
Yeah, we all cheered for each other, even though it was a hard loss. We really put up a fight and put in our best effort, so I'm really proud of the team. Either way it went.
I agree with Caroline and Amy. It was a lot of fun racing Andover because they're pretty good, and I just had a lot of fun today racing.
This is my first year on the team, so I was excited to see how the whole swimming environment was, and it was really exciting.
They also shared their thoughts about where the team was at this point in the season.
I personally think it's going really well. We've been improving a lot this year from the past coming years, and we're all trying our best. We're doing a lot of team bonding. The team's getting along so well, I think. So I think it's going great.
Yeah, I think inside and outside of the pool, we're really bonding as a team and giving back to our community and really pushing through those hard practices and we're really seeing results in the meets.
I love how supportive everyone is of each other, and even if you do have a bad race, everyone says good job, nice swim, and it's really nice.
I think the team atmosphere is really good, and we have a lot of fun together, and yeah, it's just fun.
The members of the girls' varsity swim team love what they do, and they're ready to address whatever challenges they face as the season goes on.
I'm not too worried about many challenges. I hope we win some more meets. So, yeah, and I hope we raise some more money for the swim team. So far, we've been raising a good amount, doing lots of fundraisers, and I hope to raise more by the end of the season. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely really looking forward to the big MVC championship meet at the end of the season. So I think we're just kind of using the meets coming up as experience to get ready for that big meet at the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm excited for MVCs, states, and sectionals, and hopefully we can get a lot of people there and cheering.
Yeah, same with Dia and all of them. I'm just really excited for the rest of the season. I think it's going to be really good.
These girls are not only dedicated to their sport, but also their community. Recently, they held a series of fundraisers and have offered their assistance with events happening in the town.
So far, we've done a few fundraisers. We hope to do some more. We did one at the North Andover Common where we all volunteered for a few hours to help the community. We set up, we helped clean up, and we helped do all the stands and stuff. So that was great. That helped us raise money for the team. We've done a Fuddruckers fundraiser. A lot of people came for that. We did a car wash at the North Andover Middle School, and yeah, it's been going really well.
Yeah, I think this season we really wanted to just make swim team a really positive environment. So as Caroline said, we volunteered at the North Andover Fall Festival where we played different types of carnival games with the kids, and that was really cool to engage them with the community and also be able to show that the North Andover swim team really likes helping their community.
Yeah, as they said, volunteering was super fun with everyone. It was nice, and just to have everyone there and be supportive of each other and everything.
I just think it's really good how we all like to volunteer together and how we all like to do things for the community, not just our team. It's really good to give back.
And though they did mention the upcoming MVC championship events, that does not mean that is the only standard to which they hold themselves.
Our expectation is not to go out and win the championship. We want to try our best. We're going to put all our effort in at practice, at meets. If we don't win the championship, it's no big deal at all. We just want to try our best at the MVCs and have fun. Having fun is the most important to us, so yeah.
Yeah, I think our main goal is just to have fun and let the girls be able to experience kind of what a big meet environment is like, and just to support everyone and really cheer everyone on, and kind of a great end to a really good season.
Yeah, as they said, having fun is super important, and having good swims and hanging out with your friends and building strong relationships is also important.
I'm really excited for MVCs. Well, yeah, because everyone goes, and it's just a lot of fun to have everyone there as a team at a meet where all the teams are at. So it's a lot of fun there.
Since the meet against Andover, the Scarlet Knights have rattled off consecutive victories with wins against Melrose and Notre Dame Academy. These ladies demonstrate that not only are they doing what is right in competitive swimming, but also that when it comes to the game of life, they'll always be able to keep their heads above water.
Since we talked to the girls, they swam their way to a 90-64 victory over Notre Dame Academy. They have 2 meets to go, one against Lowell and the other against Bill Ricca. Then it's off to the MIAA sectional and state tournaments later in November. And that will close the curtain on another edition of Scarlet Knights Sports Scene, presented by CAM Sports. We always need volunteer crew members to help us cover local sports for the community. If you'd like to help out, just call us at 978-687-6570, or you can come by our new studio at 70 Main Street, Suite 202. You can also send us an email and ask how you can help out. The address is camsports@NorthAndoverCAM.org. Don't forget to tune in next time for another installment of Scarlet Knights Sports Scene, the program that brings you highlights, scores, and more. I'm Sam Murray, and thanks for watching.